Morning, 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 everyone. Tuesday morning. How is everyone doing? This morning, we have Lexi in the house today. Well, in the chat today. I hate saying in the house. Good morning, Lexi. How's the weather up there? Are you getting it bad? Did it blow over, or what's going on with the storm? Bargain Effect, Tommy. How are you doing? Franklin Hill Ventures. Hey, Paul, doing a lot of cross posting myself this morning. Excellent. We're going to talk about that a little. Actually, before I went on, I was just, and thank you for coming in. I was just emailing Etsy or trying to email Etsy because they gave me probably 5 codes like every 30 minutes since this morning. We noticed, somebody's accessing your account. If it's not you, tell us, here's the code. So I give my guy the code and it doesn't work. And I give them the next code and it doesn't work. So I'm trying to find out what's going on with that. Stephen, good morning. How are you doing this morning? Thank you for coming in. It just fizzled out. It's sunshiny today. Good. Although a friend of mine in Salem, Mass. has a comic book store. And his basement flooded. So that's pretty bad. I hope he didn't lose a lot of stuff. Morning, JRKR. How are you doing this morning? So just going to wait for a few more people to come in before we get into it. Anybody wants to come in, share some thoughts, tips, comments, whatever, come on in. The link is posted on the top. Tommy, you always have some good stuff. If you want to come in, the link is posted on the top. Not to put anybody on, any pressure. How do I find estate sales? What does that mean? Jerry, what's happening, Jerry? How you doing? Ooh, very hot, very, very hot. So yes, we're going to talk about, let's see, this morning, Bonanza, eBay, Mercari, and Etsy. Like I says, my guy tried to post everything on Etsy and kept getting the messages. Can't do it. And Bonanza, if anybody's doing Bonanza, did you have any luck at the new store yesterday? Yes, I did. Share. Did you see the new Marvel 2-packs? Well, they're not new. I did see your picture this morning. I got mine last month. So, yeah, I did. They're pretty cool. The package is better than the figures. I have to admit that. They're not as articulated as the people like these days. So, got this message from Bonanza. Super duper, we have all your items submitted and our team will be reviewing them just as soon as possible. Based on the number of booths currently in line for approval, it could take 3 days. Once your booth is approved, it can take 30 minutes for your items to be properly indexed. So if anybody's looking to do Bonanza this weekend, spend some time on it. Now, granted, my account has been active on Bonanza for over 2 years, but I just started putting stuff in there. If you're looking to do something this weekend with it, I would get it now. Just do one item. Do your booth, your store, whatever, so they can approve it and approve the item, and then you're ready to go. Then you are ready to go. I sell on eBay, Depop, Poshmark, Etsy, Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace shipping, I've tried to add shipping to one item and I'm always getting an error. I'm on my Facebook business suite trying to get that answered. Why? And I haven't sent it yet. And Macari, I also do some direct selling on Instagram. That is very cool, Franklin. Very, very cool. Landshock Picker, hey, what's happening? Thanks for coming in. I would come in, but I'm still chilling in my robe. So, haven't tried Bonanza yet. Neither have I. I'm just, doesn't Bonanza just import your eBay listings? Yeah, but you have to have your booth set up. So you have to have, I mean, like I said, my account is over 2 years old, but I never set up the booth. I just added my credit card. I just updated everything. So my listings are there waiting. Let's see. So far he did 31 listings for me. He'll do some more tonight. And then I just have to wait for them to approve it. So granted, see, grand opening. Congratulations on your new booth. Preview your booth. You know, that's just, I have to edit. I have to put my stuff in there and the logo and all that stuff. The nice thing is I like what they do is you can promote it on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that. So I do like that. I do like that feature. So we'll be working on that. Landshark Picker, that's how I always used Bonanza. I get that same thing, Paul, on Facebook Marketplace. Oh yeah, I can't get through it. Let me show you here what I'm talking about. It's only one item. Marketplace. My account. These are all, that's the other thing I don't like, is every time you post the listing on Facebook, it comes up here. So I have the car listed, this piece here. Offer shipping. I go there to offer shipping. Shipping and local pickup. Use a prepaid shipping label. Use your own shipping label. Shipping rate. So if I just do a flat $4, next. Update. Something went wrong. We're having trouble completing your request. And that's what I get all the time. My only other option, and I never did it, or I have not done it, and I can't do it here. Yeah, it won't let me do it here. Delivery method, previous, leave page. Let me just try something. Not looking at the chat. I will catch up. Let's try edit listing. So that's the listing. Let's try this. If I do it for 18, condition is new. This is what I did on this listing too. And I'll show you. I did some reverse prospecting. Next, local pickup, shipping and local pickup. Package weight, use a prepaid shipping label. Use my own. Turn on free shipping. Next. Update. It still won't let me do free shipping. So I don't get it. I don't get that at all. I have to contact them. So here's the listing. Oh, come on. Here's the listing. Okay. Now it's a book. It's sealed. It's shrunk wrap sealed by the manufacturer. There's the back. Here's an ad that I made for myself that I put in that I'm going to start doing on Facebook. I've used this ad before, but this is basically reverse prospecting, paying cash for vintage comics, action figures, models, and toys and stuff. And then it even says that have stuff, need money, let me know. If it's taking up space and you want it gone, contact me. So that's just a little reverse prospecting. I did not boost this listing. I boosted this. I think yesterday this was at 178. Now it's at 228. This is only at 2, so I should boost it, I would imagine. This one is at 74. I think this was at 40 yesterday. This is at 74, same thing. And this is at 0 views. That seems unlikely. It's posted in 16 places. And this one only has 11 views. So I don't know what's going on there. Jules, good morning. Got a call when you went live. Oh, okay. Cross-posting was a game changer for me. My sales have increased exponentially since I started cross-posting. Excellent. Fantastic. That's what it's all about. That is definitely what it's all about. Dang, I can't believe I'm missing Facebook stuff. Know nothing on Facebook. What is boosting here on Facebook? Boosting is basically doing Facebook ads. Let's see, edit boost. So I didn't cost per messaging costing me $1.48 for every time somebody messaged me on this. I only had 2 people contact me. The reach is 1,249 clicks. There's the clicks. When I started a boost, you could see how much it went up. So here it is. If I pay $3 more, I'm only going to add 116 to 335 people. And that's what it is for everything. But it increases from 5 days to 7 days to 9 days. Added budget $1, reach per day. I'm only at $2.95 because it's per click. Status not delivering because I'm done with my budget. So hopefully that gives you an idea what boosting is. It's just, I do the same thing for the shows and stuff like that. I'll do $10 to promote the shows. I can't believe this is, I really can't offer shipping on this because it is way heavy. So only one comment. So I got 2 comments, but it says no views, which is interesting. So anyway, anybody wants to come in? Where is it? The link is tagged right here on the top. Anybody wants to come in and talk and give their hints and tips and stuff, you are welcome to do that. So Bonanza just started probably 5 hours ago. I have 31 items. These are brand new because he just listed these for me on eBay yesterday. Monday, right? Yep, completed these on eBay for me yesterday. But now I have to wait the 3 days for them to approve the booth and all that stuff. Then I can make those active, and then I can go in if I wanted to and move everything over from eBay. So let me close that. Macari, I think I'm all caught up. Unfortunately, I did it all this morning. How much do you use for a budget and a budget per item overall in your boosted items? It's per item. And the most I've done is $10 for a week. You could set it any way you want. You could set your budget as a man. You could set it for $1 a day, $2 a day. I could blow the whole $10 in one day. I set it for $10 for a week, the most on anything. On the average, it's $1 a day. It just gets you a few hundred more people looking at your item. Okay, so no action required here. No unread messages, right? New sign in 8 hours ago, 3 hours ago. That's my VA signing in. These are all getting likes. Okay. Yes. Now this guy offered me $235 for 5 of these. And I said yes, plus $11 shipping to his locale. And didn't hear back from him. Whoops, I don't know what I did there. So that's all I have on Macari. My listings, I'm at 285. Yesterday we were at 240. Do you boost everything? No, absolutely not. The car, yeah, I want to get that sold, so I did that. I don't boost everything. So if, let's say, you boost it for 5 days and none looks at your item, now cost you $5 more. Absolutely. Yep. But people are always going to look at your item because if you saw that Facebook post, here, well, everywhere, Osceola County yard sale, Kissimmee yard sale, Derry, New Hampshire garage sale, Salem, New Hampshire's buy it now. I'm a member of a ton of the local Facebook groups. So I also share it on those groups because it is an item for sale. So it goes to those sites too. So people are always going to see it. Why that DeLonghi convection oven doesn't have any looks, or it says that, I don't know. But you're a member of the poster groups, but you hope to sell it fast so your item prices don't go up. Oh yeah, I'm not going to do it on a $10 item or a $5 item. I did it on that book because psychology for me, I have an ad in there, a reverse prospecting ad. So yeah, I'm going to boost that because you can't. Do I have the ad here? Yes, hold on. Open with photos. Open over here. Put it over here. Okay, you cannot just post on the Facebook marketplace. You cannot post an ad to buy. They won't let you. It says it goes against their marketplace rules. So the only way to get around it, to cheat, I don't call it, maybe not cheating, is you put it with an ad. You put it with something else. So that book, $15, brand new Batman book, comic related. So I put it at the end of the ad. So if they're going to go through pictures, the third picture they're going to get is this. So it's kind of just like reverse psychology. Well, gee, I'm looking at that book, but hey, he says he buys comics, or he buys movie posters. I have 7,000 movie posters I want to get rid of. Let me give him an email, and it's right there. So just like I said, just a little, a way to get around the system, I would imagine you want to say. So active 285, inactive 1, and it's the Marvel action figures. Ready to list 6. I have to go through these. So that's Macari. Etsy, like I said, I'm trying to contact them, trying to get their contact so I can find out how to give my VA access without them stopping him every 5 seconds. Whoops. I don't currently boost my Facebook Marketplace posts, and I have around 75. Wow, that's excellent. You want to come in and talk, you're welcome to, Franklin. I do promote listings on eBay and Etsy, though. Cool. Did you do stores on all the other platforms? Because I have not. Hey, Amy, how are you? But I'm better off selling on the pages and not marketplaces, as there it doesn't cost me anything to post. Correct. It's however you want to look at it. I'm just, however you want to look at it. Like that. Can I get back there? All right. This, I'm not going to ship it. I can, but this is like $4 to ship, first class mail, because it's a hardcover book and it's heavy. Good, Amy. Thank you for asking. This, if somebody wants it, I can ship it. It's going to be $600 to $800. This weighs like 75 pounds. I'm not going to ship that. This, the reason I have this left is because one of my customers in Puerto Rico wanted it, and I quoted her the UPS rate to ship it at the time. I think was $60 to ship it. Now I'm selling it for $50. This is a $150 piece. This is brand new. By the time she paid, and I don't care, it was okay. She, we agreed. It was 3 weeks later. The shipping went to $150 and has not come down since. So that's why I still have it. I had a pallet, so I did sell the rest of these on Facebook Marketplace. This is like 150 pounds. I'm not going to ship that either. I sell my posters on the poster sites on Facebook and not on Marketplace. Okay. It is humid as crap here. I'll be staying inside. Should be here. I took the dog for a walk at like 6 this morning. It was humid. What's the difference with Facebook Marketplace and the pages Jerry is mentioning? Facebook Marketplace is basically a marketplace where everything is sold. The pages that Jerry is talking about are groups. So let's say like this is my group, Reseller U. People are promoting their shows, they're commenting on different things, et cetera. Whereas Marketplace is mainly items for sale. Not every group moderator will allow you to sell on the page. So I hope that makes sense. Stuart, good morning.
Hey, Pa.
How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
So I hope that makes sense, Jules. How does Crash sell my posters? I would rather be in Florida. At least the beach is there. Yeah, definitely. The sand is like 150 degrees. The water is like 90 degrees. Excellent. You get sunburn in 5 minutes. Hot mess. Okay, all caught up with the chat. So what's happening?
Oh, not a lot. Just doing a lot of listing this morning. per usual, and packaging stuff up, all the fun stuff that goes along with, this reselling life.
Oh yeah, I hear you. So you're having success with Facebook Marketplace.
I am. That's probably been my second biggest platform in the last couple of months, with eBay being number one. But yeah, Facebook Marketplace, and I don't really do any local meetups on Facebook. It's all just shipping. So,
Okay, cool. Hey Jerry, good morning.
Hello, Paul. Hey, Stuart.
hey, Jerry.
Yeah, because I talk faster than I type.
Yeah.
Jules, yes, like you can go to like for me for the poster sites, I go to like modern and vintage page and I'll put up my posters there. Or I'll go to movie poster collectors and I'll put up my posters there. Same with a lot of the comic ones. And it doesn't cost you anything to list on them. And if you're doing a lot of the paper stuff, you go to what is it? Backers Emporium or whatever.
Yeah, any ephemera group, there's probably 100.
Yeah, and her, I know she charges for your time on her channel.
Right.
That's the only one I know that charges. All the other ones, they don't care. They let you in.
Yeah.
So to me, I think that's a lot better than Marketplace. The only plus that I find with Marketplace is that you get a bigger area.
Right.
You can say, I want to go anywhere and find, a lot of the stuff. Whereas the other ones are more closely knit.
Well, it's like I'm on probably 30 action figure ones, and only half of them will let you post things for sale.
Yeah.
The rest is
just like what I do with the Boston one. You can just
you can just talk about what's out. What do you think about it? How do you like it? I think what Marketplace is not everyone, like you're a member of the movie poster groups.
Yeah.
So not every movie poster collector would know about all those groups.
Yeah.
But they look at Facebook Marketplace like the old Craigslist. I'm going to look for this. And they look for it, or they just put it in the search. Show me all the action figures that were just listed within the last 24 hours.
And compared to other marketplaces, Facebook Marketplace, if you do sell there, the fees it's only like 5%. So it's relatively low compared to eBay, Etsy, which are more like 13% by the time you pay everybody you've got to pay.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's the bad thing. That's why. Yeah, so you join the groups and the ones that allow you to post, you'll be able to post.
Right.
Whether
But
it's
Jules,
toy, comics, paper, posters,
glass,
whatever.
Fenton, everything.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, Jules, I wouldn't just join these groups thinking I'm going to sell. Use the groups. Benefit from people's experience. Like there's going to be people on there, like I'm a member of one group, and they talk about the knockoff figures compared to the real figures. There's people on the glass. What's really carnival glass? What's not? So benefit from people's knowledge also. Don't just go into or join a group thinking, well, I'm going to be able to sell my stuff. Yeah. Like Jerry, I've asked Jerry several questions way in the past. Well, how do you know it's a first release or another release? Or how do you know that's original and this is not original? And when the people post answers, that's information you benefit from. So then you'll know more than when you went in.
And this way, when you're out and about and you find the stuff, you don't have to sit there and say, is this a real item or is this a fake? It's like right now you're talking about that, like on one of the resin groups, some guy is taking the old Aurora kits.
Yep.
And he's 3D printing them, but he's making them small. And he's like, well, these aren't recast. And I'm like, yeah, they are. It doesn't matter that it's smaller, instead of it being 8 inches tall. Okay, so you made it smaller. Yeah, it's still a recast. It's the same piece. And he's like, well, these aren't recast. I'm like, yes, they are.
Getting some feedback. I don't know why.
And there's some great vintage glass groups out there and vintage, like for marks on Asian stuff that I use all the time, and you can usually get an answer almost instantly, as compared to trying to just Google the stuff.
Yep, exactly.
Plus, it also allows you to make connections.
Right.
You
Exactly.
never know who's going to show up, with something that you're going to say, "Oh, I'm looking for this." It's like right now with those little tiny TV things that were Walmart only. You can't find them anywhere now. People, they're paying $75 to $100 for the
On which
full.
item?
What?
Which item?
Yeah, and while he grabs that, I have actually made sales on some of the non-sale groups where people ask, DM you when you've posted something.
Wow. I'm glad I saved one for myself, Jerry, because I think they came in a case of 6.
Yeah.
And sold
The
them
only
right
ones
away.
that you can maybe find is like the Friends one. But if you look on Walmart, it says this isn't available. The Back to the Future one isn't available, and once in a while the South Park isn't.
Wow.
But I've seen them go on the secondary market for $75 and $100.
Wow.
And the other one that's flying through the roof right now is the Target Funko Pop with the Venom in the shirt. That's like at about $100.
Damn. Have you talked about 3D prints earlier? Did you see the Hulk versus Venom? I think I posted it on my Facebook page a while ago.
Yeah.
Unbelievable the detail in that thing. And I haven't done a 3D print. My son plays around with it. But the thing I like about 3D printing is you could make it any size you want.
Yeah.
Like he did, the detail that comes out of this stuff is just fantastic. So if I wanted this 18 inches tall, he could print it. But it really, really cool stuff.
And then can you paint those, Paul? Can you paint those 3D print? That's cool.
Yeah, they're fantastic. I'm telling you. People, the nice thing is too, people are sculpting with what is it called? Shitu, the Shitu box. He gave it to me. I opened it once and I haven't played with it, but you can actually sculpt with it, and people are doing some really, really cool stuff. So I mean, what were you saying though? You sold items on non-sale groups?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes if you post a question about something, you might get a DM from somebody, hey, I really like that. Are you selling it? And so, Jerry was talking about the connections you make. Yeah, I mean, even though you technically can't list something for sale, sometimes you might make a sale, or have opportunities to buy things as well.
Right. Yes, Jules, but for some reason, I don't know if there's too many on the market or what.
I think once it starts hitting too big, it's going to be the same thing like with the resin kits. They're going to show up and they're going to start clamping down on people. Like I'm waiting for when the COVID thing stops, because they already said they're going to start going after the people that are doing those 11 by 17 prints of the different movie posters and all that, because they're saying that's copyright infringement.
True. Yeah.
So a lot of the people that we know that carry them, like Phil and all that, they're going to be out of business.
Oh, that's true. He does that. Yeah.
Yeah. And because
I mean, I still have 3. Remember Mike Hill did the Venom for me?
Yeah.
I still have 3 of those casted and ready to go, because the last time I posted one on eBay 15 years ago, probably, they sent me a Vero on it. Marvel stopped it right away.
Yep.
So I still have 3.
So Paul, do you actually cross post on multiple platforms, or do you just sell on multiple platforms?
I just started as a result of doing this show. For the first 2 weeks, I've been talking to people, and you've been talking to people about using repetition and using a system every morning. And then I said, well, now we should expand into more platforms. So as of today, or as of this morning, as soon as Bonanza approves my stuff, I'll be on Bonanza. As soon as I get my guy a code for Etsy, we'll have Etsy. I'm already on Mercari, and I'm already on eBay, and now Facebook Marketplace for this week also.
So are you planning on keeping those platforms unique or cross-posting the same items to each of those platforms?
I'm going to cross-post.
Okay. Yeah. And that's what I do. I probably have 400 items cross-posted right now. I'm working on getting everything cross-posted. And like I said in the comments, it's been a real game changer. It's not just sales have increased, but as I mentioned, they've increased exponentially. It's been amazing. And I'll move something from eBay to, just some other platform that may have been sitting out there, and it may sell, within an hour once I've cross-posted it. So,
right. Jules, is Facebook more strict on those trademarks or no? I know someone said Etsy has a lot of stuff not taken down. Jules, Etsy, I haven't purchased on Mercari, I haven't purchased on Etsy, haven't purchased on Bonanza, but Sandy, my wife, is a Figment collector. We did have annual passes. When you have an annual pass, and we don't have it now for 2 years. When you have an annual pass, you can go to the park and they'll give you an annual pass magnet. We missed the Figment one. So I said, well, Etsy, people will have it on Etsy. They took that image, they made stickers, they made patches, they made all different kinds of magnets. You put that on eBay, Disney's going to be on you like what they call white on rice. They'll stop you right away. But I started to look after that. There is so much bootleg stuff on Etsy. It blows my mind. I don't know how people are getting around it.
And Disney doesn't mess around. That's one you don't want to mess with the mouse. They'll come after you.
Exactly. We lost Jerry. He says connection problem or something. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why. Unless, the only time I did see Disney go after Etsy is when the child, Groku, when Groku became a thing. People were selling everything, crocheted little Groku plushes, everything. Disney did crack down on Etsy for that. But
the feedback's not coming from me. I thought it was from me, but it's not.
Okay. DC sell Etsy. Good. Thanks for coming in, DC. Etsy is really great about Google placement.
Etsy is good for bootleg stuff.
Huh?
Etsy is good for bootleg stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot on there. I'm waiting for them to get shut down for it.
Right.
Because, it's just rampant. All the stuff between posters and toys, and if it can be bootlegged, they're going to put it up on there.
Right. Etsy looks other way because their fees are high. No, it can't be. It's because Etsy doesn't own the copyright. If it's a Disney product, Disney's going to have their legal department contact Etsy and says, you got 24 hours to remove this listing from your site.
And I know people who've had their Etsy shops shut down for, just making handmade things like that. And, I guess they ignore the messages they get from Disney or, all the other companies that they're doing it from. And,
yep.
Well, what some of these people do is they close down their site and then just come in under a different name with the same items. That's all.
Is fan art considered someone drawing Grogu themselves? You can draw Disney characters and that type of stuff, but once you start making a profit on them, once you start selling them, that's where it's copyright infringement.
Yeah, I think it's if you go over like 10 pieces. If I remember correctly. I think that was the limit. Like if you said, I'm doing just 10 stitch drawings, and that's it, they allow it. Because if not, a lot of these shows, the conventions, that you and I go to. You see how many of those artists, they'll have all those Disney pieces up. They'll all get whacked.
I got them here.
Yeah.
They guys do beautiful work. I don't know why they don't work for Marvel and Disney and stuff. They do some beautiful work. And then the buzz goes around the shows when it says, "Hey, there's a Marvel attorney walking the floor.
Yep.
Hey, there's a Disney attorney walking the floor. All right,
Yeah.
take this off the
Then,
shelf.
then
Take
you
this
see a
out
lot
here."
of the tables all of a sudden have empty holes in it.
Right. I'd be interested in that. If you could send me a link to who's selling those Aurora minis, 3Ds.
Yeah.
I'm sure on the 3D. I'm a member of like 2 or 3 of the 3D pages, and people are always giving away the files. But
Because I mean, they look nice, but like I say, it's not the original. And I'm like, no, I'd rather have the original. And then when they're like, well, these aren't bootleg, I'm like, yeah, they are. They're
right,
like, oh, because it's tiny, it's different. I'm like, no,
yeah.
it's still the same thing.
So I guess all they're doing is they have an original. They're just 3D scanning it.
And then just shrinking it down to like about 3-4 inches.
Nice. Oh, imagine if they made it 18 inches or 24 inches tall. That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Yeah, and all this stuff y'all are talking about, that's an area that I've thought about getting into, but I really don't do anything right now with any of the, comic books, figurines. I mean, I'm mostly all vintage and antique stuff. And, I guess the good thing there is that you don't run into a whole lot of copyright issues or anything. The bad thing is it's hard to get a lot of replenishables. I mean, you're only as good as the last thing you can source. I mean, and that's true to an extent and everything, but there's no getting 100 of an item very often. It's always everything's one off.
Right. But on the positive side of that is I've told my wife now several times, when I was doing a ton of Amazon and stuff with all the toys, I have to buy them by the case. All of a sudden, what is it, like maybe 6 to 8 months ago, maybe even a year ago, everyone is selling them. Everyone. The Marvel action figures, I'm paying $1 less than what Walmart sells them for. So, and then everybody's on eBay, and then Amazon basically got in bed with Hasbro, so now they have their own. I think it's better doing the older stuff that's not as prevalent. That's not 50 people have it all at the same price and stuff. That's just the way I look at it. As the older stuff, far and few between, is the way to go.
Yeah, and I mean, and there's a lot of truth to that. It's just, sometimes the sourcing can be a challenge. You're constantly, I mean, there's no ordering from a distributor. It's, you got to get out there and hit the thrift shops and hit the yard sales and hit
the estate sales and
yeah. I mean, and I love it. It's fun, but you're always just in the back of your mind, with COVID especially, what if there's no yard sales? What if there's no estate sales? And online auctions, I do a lot of those as well, but the stuff tends to go high, so your cost of goods sold ends up being, I won't say prohibitive, but you make a lot less profit on the online auction stuff. So,
right.
The good thing is, just from watching my antique booths, I do feel like you're starting to see a younger generation get interested in that stuff now. There for a while, I was really worried that everybody buys my stuff was going to die off, but just lately anyway, in the last year, it seems like the traffic in our antique booths has really been trending younger. So,
wow,
I think that's
some of the stuff will die off. But the main stuff will always last, no matter what. If it's a name brand, it's the same thing like with the comics and the toys. If it's a name brand, it's going to last out there no matter what. No matter what generation comes in. 50 years from now, they'll still be selling Batman and Spider-Man stuff, whether it's toys, books, posters, whatever. Same thing if you say Ethan Allen furniture. That's always going to sell, because it's a name brand. It's the one that people know. It's the popular one. So it's going to be the smaller ones that are going to suffer, that go by the wayside.
Yeah.
And that's the one that you just get a couple and you just say, okay, I got rid of it. I'm happy it's gone.
Right.
You hit while the iron's hot and then you get out of it.
If you could get away with selling bootleg, which characters would you do for this holiday season? I don't know if we should answer that, Jules.
That's a loaded question.
Yeah, but Jules, what I would do, because I was watching a live local auction last night, and he had a couple, not the big ones, but I think it was probably 16-inch blow mold Santas, and I think it went for $12. Blow molds are really hot and really, really, they get good money. There's a booth from my antique booth 3 down, and I showed it on some of the videos. She's got like 3 and 4 foot Frankenstein and Dracula and stuff. She's at $350, $400. If you could find old, and they don't have to be that old, 60s, 70s, 80s blow molds. The blow molds are the figures that are plastic, that are empty on the inside with the light. They go for really good money, and people sell them at garage sales and yard sales for not a lot of money.
Yeah.
Now, if you can get a complete nativity set, you've got some really good money on blow molds.
Yes.
I mean, those.
The only problem is if you get the big ones, they're expensive to ship.
That's it. That's
a 4
like I
foot
picked
Santa
up,
Claus or something. Yeah.
I think I picked up like the 3 foot high Chucky in the box last year, 2 years ago. And I mean, if I were to ship that would be expensive.
Yeah.
And that shies people away from buying those things. Things like that, that's what I'll bring to the shows in October.
Yep.
Because that way they can carry it out with them and don't worry about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I have shipped some blow molds, but usually I run those out of my booth. I mean, and they sell really well there. I might could get a little bit more online, but yeah, by the time somebody pays shipping, a lot of times they don't want to go that route.
Right. Do you buy from High Bid?
No, I don't. I do mostly. I mean, in my online buying, and to be honest, I ain't even been on High Bid, but I do a lot of stuff through Auction Zip, looking for auctions that way.
Yep.
And then there's a lot of estate sale companies here in Knoxville where I am that do online auctions, and I mean the prices tend to stay relatively reasonable on those local things. So, but no, I'll look at High Bid. That's not anything I've even ever looked at.
Yeah, High Bid, I'm on it every day looking. And now the local auctions, they're all now, well, almost all of them. 2 of the 4, and the third one is teetering on it. Ever since our numbers went higher, they're going to be virtual.
Yeah, and they won't go back either. All the auction owners I've talked to here in Knoxville, they make so much more money because their audience is so much bigger, and then their overhead's lower too. I mean, I asked, are you even going to go back to in-person auctions? And I mean, they said they might do 1 or 2 a year, but for the most part, they're just going to be all online, which I hate that because that was one of my favorite things to do, was go to the auctions.
That was part of the fun.
Yeah, and if they're not online too, there's a lot of difference between having 100 people in a room bidding on something versus, 1 million people looking at something online. Prices just tended to be a lot lower.
True.
Well, I found that the stuff like on High Bid now has been starting off at a higher price than when I first went on it.
Yeah.
I mean, before, like, they would say, okay, we got 20 comic books here. And when I first went on it a couple of years back, they would be like $10. Now it's $35 as the starting bid. You're like, wait a minute, this isn't a bargain anymore.
Right. What I don't like on High Bid, and I see like 3 or 4 people doing it, they'll put up, just to make an example, they'll put up like 3 or 4 packs of cards. And they'll say the starting bid is $5 each. So now people bid, and it's $5 times 5.
But they think they're getting it $5 for all of them when they're not.
Right. It should be for the lot. Don't show a lot and just say it's times this. They even had one that was toys. You're buying the three of them, but not for one money, for whatever it was, $10 times three.
Yeah.
And it seems that more and more people are starting to do that.
Yeah. So
People are replacing things in their childhood holiday dress. That's very true. That's why it's good for the older stuff. Like me, I love the stuff that I grew up with, and a lot of people are trying to recapture that and get it.
Now, you're basically selling nostalgia. Is what you're doing. And,
Yep.
oh yeah.
But
To me,
I mean,
that's my
also,
biggest problem with being down here in Florida that I don't like, is that a lot of the stuff isn't as cool as the stuff is when I was up north in Massachusetts. But like I've told people, it's because most of the people that came down here, they got rid of their stuff before they moved down here. So they don't have that. But once this new generation that's growing up here with this stuff in like 30 years, when they go to get rid of it, then it'll be like up north to those people. But
Yeah.
right now, I mean, because
If
like
they
I see
stay
on some of
here.
the sites that I'm on,
If those people stay here and grow up here.
yeah. But like I'll see some of them, they'll say, "Oh yeah, I went to this yard sale and I found 400 model kits from the '60s." It's like, why can't we find something like that here?
Yeah, it's
But you
hard.
don't.
It's like the lifespan of people that live here is on the average 7 years, they say. Unless you're you got to go to some of the old towns, that the people have lived in their parents' house, and that house was their grandparents' house.
Yeah.
And then because of new construction and stuff, they're sick of it. They were happy with, like, it's my town right here. They were happy with their 4-acre lots. They live there forever. They don't like change. All of a sudden, you got a
Shopping mall.
200 unit development right down the street, and the traffic is crazy, and they're sick of it, so they leave. That's the bad thing. You got to go to some of these sleepy towns that are still like that, and hopefully they have garage sales or whatever. Then I hear people talking about marketing to probate attorneys. What can you tell them that I'll clean out the estate because whoever died and everything, they don't have to deal with it? I could never do that.
it's interesting what you find as you go to different parts of the country. I know you were talking about up north. I mean, there's so many great furniture items and
Yep.
Just really old stuff, because since that's where the country started. Where I am in Tennessee, we get a lot of folk art and primitives, and when you go to auctions, a lot of things that people in the mountain made, and a lot of really cool stuff. But it's just different than what you might find in other areas of the country. And of course, being in Knoxville too, you can. And I used to do this some. You could buy stuff at an auction here and take it to Atlanta and sell it for 3 times as much as what you bought it for in sleepy little Knoxville here.
Right. That's true. I mean, Sandy and I, when we drive home, we like antiquing. We go antiquing all the way up and all the way up through Maine, and can't find old stuff here like you do in Massachusetts and Maine, because the homes are over 100, 200 years old. And down here, they're in the 50s, from the 50s, and 60s and 70s.
Yeah, I remember the last time I went up north, and I was up in where Richardson's is.
Yep. Middleton, right?
Middleton. And there was an old bookshop there. I walked in just as the guy was putting them out. He put out German editions of movie paperbacks.
Oh, wow.
And they were $2 a piece.
Yeah.
So I bought, it was like about 25 of them. I bought them all. I put them out at shows, 15, 25 bucks. I think I'm down to like about maybe like 5 of them.
Wow, nice.
So, but it's like he says, up there you find all the cool stuff. Down here, it's like, once in a blue moon, you might walk into some place, whether it's an estate sale or yard sale, and you'll find something that you're like, wow, this is cool.
Yep. And you know what's cool too that I always say every time Sandy and I do it. There's a couple of antiques shops that we go to up there that are like just old colonial houses, and you're walking around and the floor's like this,
All buckled.
and it's creaking when you walk in it, and it's like, this is nice, this is old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess when people move to Florida and move into 1,000 square foot house, there's only so much stuff you can put in your house too. So
Yeah, that's why I
Exactly.
got a storage unit.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. No basements, no attics. I
Well, you
mean,
got attics, but the attics just get wicked hot. So
yeah,
if you're putting toys in it, the blister packs will break open.
right. Yeah,
So that's the problem with down here. That's why you got to have either a garage that's sealed and air conditioned, or you get a storage unit and
right.
just put everything in there.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, it's tough. It is tough.
yeah, and so switching back to the cross posting, Paul. I mean, have you looked at any of the tools that are out there to help with cross posting? Because as soon as you get a lot of items, it can quickly get pretty difficult to manage just manually. It can be done, and I used to do that.
I have a virtual assistant
Oh, okay.
that posts everything for. All I do is put the picture up and talk a little bit about it and send it, and it's gone.
So they'll
Um,
handle all that cross posting for you too.
yep, cross posting, adding, deleting, whatever I need. So it's
Yeah,
it's decent.
just brought it up.
Um,
There's a couple of tools out there. You have like List Perfectly, you have Bindu, are the two main ones I know about. I happen to use List Perfectly, and I don't, with 400 items cross posted without a tool, I think I would quickly lose track of what's where and, miss delisting something when it sells on one platform. And I mean, I've been fortunate, knock on wood, and I've really been heavily cross posting for almost a year now. And I think I've had one time in all the things I've sold where something sold on two platforms before I could get it delisted. But
nice. And List Perfectly is what, 49 a month?
it depends on what plan you have. It ranges anywhere from, they may have a free version all the way up to 69 a month for the professional. And I do the highest one just because it cross posts the most fields, and it's been worth every dollar that I've spent on it for me. I played around with some of the less expensive versions, but just them, since they don't fill every field like the professional version does, I just felt like I ended up spending more time. The extra $20 a month was worth it based on the time I was saving. And yeah, I mean, it's been an absolute game changer in
Is
my
there a
business.
limit to how many they'll do?
No, I mean, even with no matter what version you have. So the way List Perfectly works, I mean, you can like cross post from, and I can only speak to List Perfectly. I think Bindu is very similar. But you can cross post like from eBay to Macari, eBay to Etsy. They also have what they call a catalog, and you can do all your listings directly in List Perfectly, and then push those out to all the different platforms. And it's very easy then to keep up with what's where and delist stuff when things sell. And I use the catalog, and no matter which plan you have, you can keep unlimited items in the catalog. And even when things sell, you don't ever have to delete them out. So you have a history for all time of, everything you sold, what platforms they sold on. And they continue to improve the product. The biggest issue all these companies have that write software for this cross posting stuff, it's like herding cats. They're constantly programming against moving targets because,
Right.
eBay, Etsy, Facebook, they're always changing their listing flows and adding new fields, taking away fields, requiring new things. So I think at least List Perfectly does a pretty good job keeping up with all that. But, despite it's called List Perfectly, I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it's pretty close. And it's really made me a lot more efficient in my ability to post stuff to multiple platforms.
But now you have to do every listing, right?
Well, so just based on the marketplace's terms of service, and I think all the marketplaces have this, you're not allowed to use bots to push stuff out. I mean, you have to be the one to click the submit button. So kind of my workflow in a nutshell is I post it to the List Perfectly catalog, and that would be It's more or less just like posting it to a marketplace. And then there's just you push a button for each marketplace you want to cross post
Oh,
it
no,
on.
no. I mean, when you list the item, you're actually doing the listing for the item, putting the pictures in, putting the
Yes.
description
Yeah,
in, the
I'm
title.
doing my own. Yeah, I don't have a
Okay.
virtual assistant or anything like that. So
Yeah,
you
see,
know,
my guy, all I got to do is it's an app, and I go on there. I take how many pictures I want, and I'll just say, all right, this is clean, no issues, perfect condition, go. And he does it all. And that's why, I mean, I had it as much as 50 items a day. But now what I'm trying to do is cross post and get them used to doing everything for it. But being sick for the last 6 weeks or whatever was really tough. I didn't do anything, so it's kind of like now I'm starting all over again. He did the first 47 items on Sunday night to Monday, which is fine. And now I says, all right, now I want everything to the other sites, but they'll do Depop, they'll do Shopify, eBay, Mercari, Etsy, Facebook Marketplace. They'll do it all. They'll do everything.
Yeah, and maybe as I grow, I'll look at that. I mean, I've actually got 2 weeks left at my current job, and then I'm going full time with this reselling, and between sourcing and listing and shipping and everything else. Obviously, when you got 600 things online plus 2 antique booths, you do stay pretty busy. So maybe that's something I'll look at some point.
Cool. Yeah, very good information. Very, very good information. Mercari support. Excellent. All right, everybody. I mean, we already went through my Mercari. I showed you Etsy. I didn't show you my eBay. One of the things that stop, share. One of the things that I always talk about doing every morning is when you go through all your stuff, you go to the bell. I have 4 that need to be shipped. This is why I removed the item from Mercari, is because overnight it sold on eBay. So I got to take care of that. Gun, R2D2, and a Toyota hat. So I'll be taking care of those. And then sell. That's interesting. That never came up before. So go to my sales. Send offers 19 cents. I did that last night. And that's probably why a couple of those items sold. So you go to your orders, awaiting shipment, 4 items, and you just get them shipped. So I'll get all that shipped. I have nothing to ship on Mercari. Etsy's waiting to be approved. Bonanza. Oh, no, Etsy's not waiting to be approved. Etsy, I'm waiting to get a code. Bonanza's waiting to be approved to get all those. And that's it. That is it. So you can submit homeowner. You can submit home insurance at mine, not to pay $20 for their insurance scam. Wow. Thanks for coming in, Christy. Home insurance. That's interesting. You should really check on that.
Yeah, because I think with the home insurance, they're going to want a listing of everything you got.
Right. Plus, they're probably going to need a rider for that. Like we have stuff in a safe deposit box in a bank, and we still had to get a rider for it. So I would check on that.
Yeah, I know
a lot of people feel that their home insurance will cover their business, their eBay business stock, and it doesn't.
Yeah,
So
and we just added. Oh, sorry, Paul.
no, okay.
Yeah, we. I just called my insurance company and for $5,000 worth of coverage, just under your home policy, it was really cheap to add a rider. But you're right. I mean, if you don't have it on there, they're not going to cover your business inventory without having that on there.
Right.
So,
Exactly. Hey, Ryan, thanks for coming in, Ryan. Good morning. I'm paying $100 a month, Ryan, right now. I was gonna bring them on here, but I want to wait until I get them to the right level because I don't want anybody saying, "Oh, you promoted these people and they suck." So I'm working on it.
Chrissy, that's like if you got like a few odd things, but like people like Paul and I with all our collectibles. I mean, I must have like about maybe 700 comic books alone that are in the storage unit, and they would want to know every one of them that's there in those
Yeah.
boxes. That's going to take a while, and then if you start seeing like stuff like non-sport trading cards, I mean, if you got a 5,000 count case, that's a lot to go through that you got to put on paperwork, and then if you only sell like 2 or 3, then you got to go and change it. It's just not worth the aggravation.
Yep. Has to be personal. My personal items are in the safe deposit, and I still had to get a rider. And that's under lock and key by 2 people. So I didn't know storage units require rent. I mean,
Down here they
require
do.
insurance.
Yep, down here it's mandatory.
There are so many storage companies here. It's incredible. They're opening 3 new ones probably within 15 minutes of my house.
That's because all the people keep losing their houses.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
And it's going to get worse once the thing goes through that they're not, because he already said he's not going to extend that deadline again.
Yep, October 1st. Oh boy, market crash, October 1st. Wait a minute, I'll do it the right way. Do I have it on here?
But see, Stuart, then you'll be able to find a lot of cool stuff because it'll all come up online and everything at the auction sites.
Oh, I can't reach it. Damn it.
Wrong noise.
That's not what I wanted. I'm hitting the buttons. I'm trying to reach it. All right. Market crash, October 1st. Then I could finally find my place to live.
Well, like I said, that's going to be good for people like us who go around collecting the stuff, because then we'll be able to go out there and pick up stuff because it'll all be out there.
Jules, if I was going to sell my property, I should do it. No, you should do it right now. Right now. Interest rate is the lowest it's ever been in history. There is every day there's a little bit more and more inventory hitting the market, so it's already starting to level off. After October 1st, all those people that don't want to get foreclosed on are going to sell before December 31st. You're going to see a flood. We should see a flood of homes on the market, which will bring the values down and the prices down. We can't sell right now because if we do, we have no place to go because Sandy can't transfer anywhere yet because there's nothing open because of COVID. But yeah, if anybody's looking to sell their property, now is the time to do it.
And then, like I say, once they do, they're going to put all that furniture and knickknacks and everything all out there.
Yep.
And that's going to make for a buyer's market.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
hey,
yeah, where would I go? Yeah, I know.
I appreciate you letting me come on, Paul. I need to jump off here and get back to work probably, but
all All right. Thanks for coming on. Anytime, man. Anytime.
Yeah, y'all have a good day.
You
You
too.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, where would I go? Apartments and yeah, they are. Their rents are crazy. Rents are
You're
definitely
better off
crazy.
just getting a house instead for what you're paying for an apartment,
Yeah,
because the mortgage and rents are about the same.
very true. Very true.
So,
It's we're 11. All right. Anything else, Jerry? Because I think I'm going to close it here.
no, just wanted to chime in a little bit because you were looking for some questions.
Yeah. No, cool. Anytime you want to come in, definitely.
So which one did you get, the Batman or the Back to the Future?
I got an assorted case, which I think mine assorted because I don't think they all came out together. I don't remember. I only
No,
got
they
one
did.
case, and it was the Batman and the Back to the Future. And I just wanted to keep the Batman one only because of the box art. I think the box art is pretty cool. But sold everything else. Thank goodness, I guess. Well, no, maybe not. Thank goodness, right?
Like I said, because every time if you go to Walmart and you put in Tiny TV Classics, it'll say not available, not available, not available. Or they might say they'll have one. But when you go to the store, because they don't ship these, they won't ship them.
Really?
And so you have to go to the store physically. But when you go there, they say, oh, we don't have it. And then you show them, you say, well, it shows on your site. It shows you got it. You're like, no, we don't have those. And
Oh, wow.
that's it. But like I said, but on the secondary markets, and I've seen them getting 75, but some have put them as high as the, $100. So I'm like,
Hey, Dawn. How are you? I'm Mary. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I'm wearing my Beatles one today.
am I the one selling that eBay t-shirt store? No.
Dawn, Christy.
And I
Dawn,
do
what's your
sell
thoughts on
JERRY.
Friday?
What?
I asked Dawn, what's her thought? I asked her if she wanted to come in on Friday with me. Friday morning, I'm going to do an auction.
An auction? I'm doing one tonight with Hemlock.
Oh, cool. I've been sick so damn long, and I haven't done one. And then there's so many people on. I figured, let me just try it in the morning. Try to do one.
Yeah. Now I'm doing this, and then once this is done, then after that, we're going to be done for a little while because between going to Cali for the filming and then we have the 2 shows in October, and then I might be going back to Cali in November for more filming. So it's like, nope.
So what did you do? You 10 a.m. Dawn. Do I have it here? Yeah, I do have it here. Whoops. Oh, go on the other screen.
Don't you love it when technology works?
Yeah, you should have saw me the other day with my Mac, and I was in the booth and it wouldn't stay connected, and then I was trying to open a program and it says, well, you don't have permission. I said, what do you mean I don't have permission? It's my program. So, but I haven't used that in like 6 months, so I have to adjust that. There it is, Dawn. Come in. Yeah, that's this filming thing. Did you invest in that Kevin Smith thing?
No.
Oh, okay. Because
No,
I
it's a
see him
different movie.
posting that every once in a while. You want to bring good movies to the screen without the Hollywood holding you back or whatever. And
Yeah. No, we got into this one. We figured the time was right and everything. So we're taking a chance and seeing how it works out. If it works out fine, then, because like I said, I only got 5 years left, I think. Is it 5 years left? Yeah, 5 years left of selling this stuff.
the doctor only gave you 5 years. Tell him you need another opinion.
The boss said if it's not sold in 5 years, she's giving it away.
Wow. Hey, Dawn.
Hi, how's it going?
Hello,
Good.
Don.
How you doing?
Haven't seen
Long
Jerry in
time
a
no
while.
see.
No kidding, man. Now, are you in the same room you were in before?
No, I had to move into a bigger room because I needed more room.
Not surprising. Not surprising at all.
Is your
So-
garage all done?
Almost. Well, we're not having the sale until next weekend. So.
Oh, okay. But it's all painted.
Oh yeah, it's painted. We're just trying to set everything up, get things out there for the sale, and get it priced. So I cannot do Friday morning.
Okay.
My mom has a doctor's appointment. Ooh, cha-ching. So I will not be able to join you this Friday.
All right.
And next Friday is the garage sale, so I won't be.
You're gonna
But thank
put your
you.
camera on and just film while you're doing it?
At my mom's doctor's appointment.
No, the
at
garage sale.
Garage
Snowy.
sale.
We plan on Thursday. We plan on going live from the sale.
Okay.
So there's that.
Wait
Like
a minute.
on a regular noon.
You said the garage sale is Friday. Why are you going
Thursday.
live Thursday?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're doing it.
Oh, okay.
It's a
Oh.
3-day sale.
All right.
See, they're like down here in Florida. They don't do garage sales on Sunday. Most areas down here.
They don't hear either. Like
Oh.
really
Oh,
rarely.
they don't do it here because everybody well, not everybody. Most of the people go to church all day long here.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know which going to Wonderfest in Knoxville, Tennessee. That's where whatchamacallit's from. Stuart.
No, in Wonderfest, isn't that in Kentucky?
Kentucky, yeah. It was on the Bible Belt. You drive down the street, church.
Yeah.
Church.
Yeah,
church,
sales have
church.
never been a thing here on Sunday.
Give me a break. The church of this, the church of that, the church about this, the church about that. It's like, damn.
Our Lady of Perpetual Sorrow. There's always a church.
Yeah.
The Church of Trees, the Church of Leaves, the Church of Trees with no leaves.
That's it. Exactly.
Church
lot
of
of
what's happening
churches.
now. So Jerry, I got an opening if you want to do an auction Friday morning at 10.
All right. I'll finish up with you.
All right. I figured
He's a
I'm
busy
only
guy.
2 people. That's
Take my spot, Jerry, please,
way
because I
it'll
feel bad
move.
now.
It'll move quickly.
My
It'll help
calendar.
me- It'll help me move a few more things.
All
So
right.
that way I don't have to worry.
Cool.
I mean, we just shipped out, what was it? Like 15 boxes today.
Very cool.
Well, yeah, I gotta pack all those Marvel figures. I don't
Mhm.
relish that.
It's gonna be fun.
So what else is happening with you, Dawn?
Not much. We got our show today at noon. If you're not doing anything, come on by.
Okay.
And then it's going to be 86, 87 and high humidity for the week. So we're going to be inside a lot.
Oh my God, a whole 80 degrees.
Hey, dude, in
Oh.
Michigan, that's high. In
God.
Michigan,
we
that's
went
hot.
we went for a ride yesterday. We got in the car. It said 101. It's like, oh damn.
Well, yeah, no
I
kidding.
was happy with that. I was like, this is perfect.
Oh no way.
A man who likes to sweat. No, thank you.
No, I don't. That's when we were in the Philippines. We were driving on the jitney, which is an open air like bus.
Uh-huh.
My mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, my wife, my son, they're all there with their little clots. And I'm like this, what?
I've been doing a lot of this.
I'm
Yeah.
like, no, this is fine.
Take your shirt off, wring it out, put it back on. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd be doing a lot of that. So yeah, it's a lot of indoor work, and I'm fine with that. The garage isn't getting set up that fast. The garage is not air conditioned. But
Yeah, mine isn't either. You step in it, it's like stepping in the oven.
yeah.
And I
Hey,
have
did
the doors insulated. It helped a little, but
not a lot. This is an old garage too. We like 1960s ranch house. Kind of.
No, we're gonna put a screen on ours so you can open up the door
yep.
Mhm.
and all the little critters can't come running in.
Yeah.
There are a lot of those. We have critters in Michigan too. They're called mice.
Yeah, but your critters, do you have snakes that go in and stuff
No.
like that? Yeah.
Not to my knowledge.
We do.
Yeah, we got
I know.
snakes,
Lizards.
lizards, squirrels.
Yep. One day, like I'm
Squirrels.
here and this is a den, whatever, and the front door is just right there.
Hmm.
And one day I'm working on the computer and I'm hearing something that sounded, like. And I said, "What the hell is that?" And I open up the front door and there's this turtle about this big that's trying to like beat down the front door with his shell.
He wanted in.
And I said, "Oh my God!" So we
He
put
says,
it.
"You got AC. I need it."
Exactly.
Sandy grabbed it and put it in because I'm not going to touch the thing. She put it in the pond behind the house.
Snapping turtle. Don't touch it.
No, I know. He was big. And he
They are
just
big.
kept, let me in, let me in.
Nope. Why do they do that?
I have
Well,
no
they're
idea.
hoping that they can just get a shortcut through his
AC.
house.
Yeah, exactly. I want to be on the other side of your house, so I'll just go right through the middle.
This way I can get to the pond. I know the pond is there. You're just in the way.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh,
Move
Jules,
the
look
house.
at this. Snakes, lizards, alligators once opened the door and a 15-foot gator sitting there.
Holy shit.
Yep.
That's not fun.
That's Florida for you.
I've had snakes laying across my door, my threshold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's no fun either.
No.
Open a door and there's a big brown snake sitting there.
Yep.
We don't have to worry. We got the motion detectors at both the front and back door. So if something goes by, we know there's something out there.
That's cool.
So
But aren't they adjusted for pets and stuff? Don't they have that? Like if a dog keeps walking and stuff? No?
because
It's
we know
mostly
when the
for
neighbor's
inside
cat
ones.
goes walking by and everything. So
Yeah.
Wow.
Mostly that's for inside monitors where they'll have, you'll adjust them so they don't catch the pet on the floor or whatever.
Yep.
Yep. So when you go away and you lock the house, it's not gonna go off and say, "There's someone in the house." Yes, the cat.
Yeah.
Right.
It's time to make those supernatural videos where the cat freaks out.
Yeah.
All
I love
caught
it.
on
We
video.
watch the videos with Maddie every once in a while. We go to that channel on Pluto.
Mhm.
That's either the cat channel or the dog channel. And they show the cats all the time. When something scares the cat, all four paws, he just jumps up right straight in the air.
They're amazing. Cats are very nimble and limber, and I wish I was that nimble and limber, but I'm not.
Yeah.
We
How
all
are
were.
How are your sales going?
Mine?
Yep.
Pretty good. A busy weekend. I finally got all those packed, so that's why I was up early this morning. I got all those packed up.
And what platforms do you sell on right now?
eBay, Etsy. We have a website. We sell on Facebook Marketplace, some bigger things, and we have the antique booth.
Okay. How's the booth going?
Not bad. Really well, actually.
Yeah, we went. Remember, I was always telling you and Johnny, you should do a live from the booth. You should do
I
a
saw
live.
some of your live.
Some of it, like everybody. Some of it. Yeah, we
It ain't
couldn't-
as easy as you think it is.
No, it's not. Even with cellular data, it still
Yeah.
had a problem connecting.
It's the building or something. It's like the
Yeah,
metal roof
I
of the
was-
building you're in or whatever. I don't know, but
I was deep in the booth. And JR, I didn't forget you. I do have the candle that you wanted.
It's like being in Walmart. A lot of times you don't get a signal.
can't get a
Right.
signal for shit.
Yeah, like Ollie's. We have an Ollie's here. When
Yeah.
I go to the back and I said, I got to find out what this is worth. Oh, no connection. I got to run to the front or walk fast to the front area and then see if I can get a connection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How have the coupons been going? Oh, I don't know about this.
How have the coupons been going? Which coupons are we talking about?
Are you couponing?
I do send out coupons with the stuff we sell that has a percentage discount on our our store,
Yep.
our Two Hip Chicks site store, and those have been doing pretty good.
So you're getting
Yeah.
repeat buyers from that?
A couple, yeah.
Now,
Just a thing to keep
there's
us.
one of the sites, I don't know if it's Macari or eBay or whatever, they're saying, do you want to offer a coupon?
Whirlpool. Jeez. eBay.
Whirlpool.
Whirlpool. eBay has I have Whirlpool on my mind because my ice maker isn't working right. eBay has a coupon thing.
Oh, okay. Have you used
You
it?
can establish a coupon. I have been using those too. I haven't gotten a lot of anything back on those yet, but I just started.
Yeah, I haven't checked it. I haven't touched it yet.
So you can send those. I think you can send them when you send an offer too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep, that does come up.
Yep. But those, I haven't seen anything, but I just started like just last week. So
Does anyone
I'm not
know if
thinking.
those coupons come off the sale price or the non-sale price? No, I would imagine the sale price.
Yeah, it would come off of whatever price is currently going. So if you've got a promotion
Yeah.
going, or you've got a sale going on, it would be coming off of that sale price.
I'm psychic, and my first visit to Cali told my sis, do not ask if there's a ghost at her place. What she do? I saw this mean guy standing right at the second landing, right where the cat jumps for no reason.
Ooh. Paranormal activity, baby.
Dolly's done a few videos like that,
Yeah.
doing the ghost walks and stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm trying to get Mary to do it, but she won't do it.
That's why I can't live in an
She's
old
not into
building.
that.
Guess he's
I'm into
never,
that.
never moving up to Massachusetts or Maine or Connecticut.
There you go.
All the old houses there.
There's
Yeah,
a lot. Well, there's some
Yeah.
old houses in Florida too. Some.
Yeah, but not like up north.
No. Not
no,
a lot.
they're
Especially
like
like if you go
hundreds
up
of
to,
years
like,
old.
The boondocks of Maine or New Hampshire.
You could
Yeah.
do
Where,
swamp tours.
Your neighbor is like 30 miles away.
Right. Can't get there from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do swamp tours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be freaky.
Those are the oldest residents right there in the ponds and stuff.
The ponds.
Yeah, we did
Sure.
the Everglades tour a couple of weeks ago on the airboat.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. We liked it. Saw all the gators and everything.
A lot of gators.
That's down by Miami, right?
No,
No.
I don't know. It was like maybe like half an hour away from us. So no, it was close.
Okay. Because the Everglades are down by Miami, Lake Okeechobee or whatever.
Nah, the Everglades is all over the place. Like I can head towards Kissimmee, but I take a turn and I go to where Books a Million is. And when I go over a bridge, it says it's the start of the Everglades there.
Oh, wow. Well, every time
Officially
we
the
talk
Everglades.
about Everglades, I always think about down Alligator Alley, which goes from the east coast to the west coast of Florida. It cuts all the way across.
Yeah. You see DC's thing? She accidentally sent offers on items that were for sale. Yeah, that would do it.
Got a couple of sales. Hey, at least you got a couple of sales.
That's it.
Hopefully you
As long as
didn't
you didn't lose money.
lose. Yeah, exactly.
I stayed at the Williamsburg old building. Damn ghost kept me up all night. Wow. We went to Williamsburg the last time we drove back. One of the most boring places I've ever been.
Well, somebody is into it.
I love history, but
Not that much history.
no, a lot of it was closed too, which is probably why.
Well, yeah, there's in the last year a lot of things have kind
Yes.
of limited hours and
I need to run. I got to get a couple of things done.
All right,
same
Jerry.
here. Same here. I got like a 12 o'clock thing going
And
on.
I'll see
that's right.
you guys either tonight on Hemlock's channel at 8 o'clock,
All right.
or it'll be when I'm with you on Friday.
Sounds good.
All righty.
Take
Bye,
care.
dear.
Bye,
Thanks for
people.
taking my spot.
All right.
Take
Have you
care.
been to- take care. Have you been to St. Augustine? Yes, I have.
Stay in August.
I don't know. Being from Boston, it's kind of,
That'd be fun.
when people say there's more history here and stuff like that, I love the history in Boston because I live not too far away from Paul Revere's house, and where John Adams is buried, and all of the early presidents, and the
Mhm.
Old North Church and stuff like that. So it's really tough.
Yeah. Well, you'll get up there eventually.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm gonna thank you for having me.
All right. No, thanks for coming on. Anytime.
I gotta go set up for the sale, plus let the dog out because I just heard her barking.
All right.
I'm sorry I can't do Friday though, dude. Keep me in mind for
Nope.
others though.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, appreciate it.
All right.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
All right, everybody. I think I'm going to cut it here. We went over all the sites: eBay, Mercari, Etsy, Bonanza. We went over the stuff that I do every morning. Hopefully, a lot of you are doing that. Hopefully, a lot of you are getting more sales from it. You can see it's working. Listing, at least a couple items a day just to get the rhythm going and get the activity on your sites going. And that's all it takes. You know, that is all it takes. Working the pages, sending your offers. If you get something over 6 months, are you adjusting the price? Are you adjusting the titles? Whatever it takes to get it active. And ultimately to make more money. So I will see everybody tomorrow morning. I believe tomorrow we're going to talk more about sourcing online. And that's it. Don't forget, Dawn's going to be on in a half hour. Dawn and Mary. And Jerry's going to be on with Hemlock tonight at 8. So have a great day, everybody. Talk to you later.